Hi, welcome to this unboxing video for Ceres, a game of 2023 for 1 to 4 players that takes around 90 to 120 minutes, ages 12 and up, and weight 3.3 out of 5. This is a game designed by Gustav Sandstrom and published by Artipia Games. It's a game that falls under the categories of science fiction games with space exploration. Main mechanisms used are worker placement. And this is a game that I had the pleasure to preview when this was running on crowdfunding. I had a fantastic blast with the game, so I'm just looking forward now to see how the final production of the game is, since I have received the final copy. In terms of theme, we are in the year 2022-19, and the days of Earth being the center of humankind attention has ceased. The time of long-distance spaceflight and planet colonization is upon us. Mars has been colonized for more than 100 years, and today numerous institutions use Mars as the center of their operations. The Asteroid Mining Assembly of Corporations, AMAC, oversees the work of all asteroid mining. Ceres, a dwarf planet lying amid the chaos of the asteroid belt, is now the home of the asteroid mining industrial complex. While corporations compete for profit and power, when operations on Ceres grow rapidly, so is the demand for high-skilled laborers. Are you ready to board the mission and lead Ceres? This is a 1 to 4 sci-fi worker placement game with a lot of interesting cool ideas. I had again a blast previewing the game and enjoying it as a prototype. So now let's focus on the contents, since this is an unboxing game, and see how the final production of the game is. I have to admit that I really love the cover of the box. Really like the detail. If you go and check the detail on the art, is fantastic. This is how I picture and I see future for humankind among the stars. So this is how the back of the box looks like, with the game full in progress. So let's dive into unboxing the box and seeing what's inside. Now, before we go there, maybe take the opportunity to see the additional components and the rulebook. So this is the rulebook of the game. It has the components. We have a huge game board with the rotating belt over the top left corner of the board. 4 depository boards, corporate headquarters, 32 workers with very nice illustration, as you can see. Resource track boards and starting double-sided outstation boards. Various mining probe tokens, influence tokens, leader tokens, various other wooden tokens, materials, energy markers, ore markers, ice markers, and advanced ceramics markers. Also we have cargo spacecraft tiles and various victory points, alloy tokens, and favor tokens and credits, of course. Last but not least, we have the various cards of the game, and this completes the components. The game interview, the game setup. This is how you set up your corporation board. And this is a really engaging and interesting. I had, again, fantastic time, and I'm looking forward to get this one again on the table with a final production copy with my friends. So this is how you set up the board and where everything goes. Everything explained with detailed numbers and reference on the game setup instruction. As you can see, this is very simple in terms of rule, though the strategy and the depth in the game are quite high, which is one of the things I like in this type of games. The last thing that you do is you determine the player order, and then here's a round overview. Each round consists of 4 phases: the asteroid belt phase, the production phase, the activation phase, and the end of round phase. Each phase is explained in detail: asteroid belt phase, production phase, activation phase, where the main juice comes, where you activate a location by placing a leader token, you activate an outstation by assigning a worker, or pass for the rest of the round. Examples are explained here, the different locations, and that's about it. Very simple. A summary of symbols at the back, always welcome. So very simple in terms of rules, but again, very interesting. This is the Automa rules. I didn't have the chance to play the game as solo. I'm very much looking forward to it, to be honest, because I heard good things about it. So this is the differences that go in place for the Automa rules. There are some Automa components. There is an Automa board, some additional cards which are linked with the Automa, and here are the extra rules for the solo game. Fantastic. Now let's put this to the side for the moment. And let's get all the components out before unpacking everything. So everything comes in shrink wrap, which is very nice. And you can see this is huge thickness for the cardboard components and for the board itself. I was impressed even as a prototype from the board. It's very well structured and divided. Everything is very, very easy to get your hands on, and also the quality of the board is fantastic and phenomenal. I'm going to get these boards to the side for the moment because I want to show you that, and they followed also during this comes pre-assembled, the asteroid belt, and this is fantastic. I mean, this is just the top left corner of the main board, 1/6 in terms of space. So really, really fantastic, and the way this blends in terms of mechanisms in the game is phenomenal in my opinion. Again, linen finish, top-notch quality. Again, very, very thick cardboard, flat. The board is functional, nothing funky or fishy about it, as it should. So very happy to see that. This is the third part, and we have one more. I think it should be here in the boards that I set aside. Yes, and it's this one. Okay, so let's oh, I really like how this came out. This is fantastic. Fantastic execution in terms of production. This looks gorgeous. I mean, it looked gorgeous even as a prototype. I have to admit, I was impressed by the interlocking belt over here, which plays a huge role in the mechanics of the game, but they really, really done great job with everything in terms of, I should say, special arrangement, etc. So let's see the additional boards. So we have the resource track boards. These are 4. Yeah. 1 for each player, and you can also see that these are from thick cardboard. So really, really impressed with the quality here. I've seen a ton of game boards, but this I consider on the high tier of thickness, okay? And link that with the fact that it's linen finish, that makes it phenomenal. So great job here. Well done to the publisher. Then we have the depository boards, again 1 for each player on their respective color. Artipe Games has a fascination with sci-fi games, and I really like what they put out with sci-fi games throughout the years. So these are credits. Very nice, thick cardboard again. Different in color, so they stand out, and size for the different denominations. Okay, so 5, 2s, and 1s. Okay, this is alloy marker, the corporate HQ. Again, you need 1 for each player. And also, I should mention that there is no glare, because this is not only linen finish, it's also matte print. That means I don't know if you can see it, but there is no glare, depending, and I have a lot of light in my room here at the moment. So this is good. I really enjoy the fact that they went with this option. I wish more companies and publishers were doing so, to be honest. Okay, 2 more punch boards to go. You can see that this belongs to the purple player because it has purple colors in it for the corporate HQ board. Yeah. Okay. And the one for the white player. Nice credits. Very easy to stand out from one another. And overall, great quality. Very much impressed. Okay, last punch board. Cool. Then let's proceed with the rest of the components. We have a ton of wooden resources, wooden tokens. We have the 48 mining probe tokens, and we have the additional worker tokens. Everything mixed here in the bag. So let's spill them and let's have a look. Okay, let's focus first on the worker tokens. Okay, so kudos for this being printed on both sides. Not all the companies do them, and I know it has an extra cost, so kudos to the publisher. I really like both the shape of this meeple and the marking on it, the print. It stands out even from a distance that you have a space worker token. Yeah. Okay, and then we have the probes, the mining probes for the player colors in purple, white, orange, and which color I'm missing? And white. No, I missed the yellow. Okay. Great. Maybe one comment here, maybe the yellow one would have been better with a black print, not a white one, but that's a minor thing. Overall, they're very different from each other, and I really like, again, the way that both the shape and the print of the probe mine token looks like. Very, very, very nice. Great, great stuff here. Okay, then we have the wooden ore markers, ceramics markers, energy markers, and then we have the ice markers. So this go on the, I remind you, on this board, so you can track how many you have from each. I really like when companies use this because you avoid having unnecessarily too many components. There is one missing, so it's one for each player, one set of 4 for each player. The one missing is this one, the ice markers, which again they fit nicely. Cool. We have a lot of baggies, and then we have the influence tokens again in the player colors, as you can see here. Cool. We also have the starting double-sided Outstation boards. Essentially, they're like a preset of cards, if you wish. You want to think it like that, which you start using and expanding your cards. And this is another extremely, I should say, interesting portion of the game, because it gives a ton of replayability. Also, how you expand from the starting point. A deck of cards where we have the majority of the cards being the facility cards, as they're called. Then we have 21 project cards, and we have 4 player aids. So nice touch that the player aids are color coded, showing which one belongs to which player. Nice. Okay. And then let's separate them. By type. Okay. 21 settlement cards. Did I get this right? Split correctly based on the type of card. Yeah. No, these are not the settlement cards. These are, where are the? These are the solo ones. They should be for the solo. Yeah. Yes, these are the automa cards. Yeah, cool. Then these are the facility cards. Here. Okay. There is a ton of variety here in terms of art, but most importantly in terms of what these cards do, which bind it with the options in the game. It gives, I think, a substantial amount of replayability. Blend this together with the way that the game plays. I think this is enough material to make this game stand out, in my opinion. If you haven't checked the how to play, please go and check our how to play / review video that we've done back in the day when this was on crowdfunding. This is the Automa factory, Automa lab. Yeah, these are the Automa cards. And these are some additional cards, okay, from the Automa. So these are the cards over here. And then last thing that we have are the settlement project cards, which again come with their own art. These are smaller cards, but very nice nonetheless in terms of art. I really enjoy what I see. A lot of different artwork I see, and I like it as a result. Okay, two last things that I want to show you. This pledge came with the Comets expansion. Okay, this is an expansion. Let's read. Brace yourself as comets hurtle through the asteroid belt. Comets are now approaching the asteroid belt. They will offer valuable resources for your cooperation and will help you reach more distant asteroids as an orbit around the sun. Of course, there is always a chance they will explode. I knew there was a downside to that. It sounded too good. If they plunge into the fiery embrace of the sun, will you take the risk to send one of your probes to them? Yeah, sounds like an interesting module. Okay, comes in its own box, which you can fit also in the core box, I should say. Okay, these are the rules for the expansion. Doesn't seem too complicated, but I would recommend to go and start the game with the core game. It has enough on its own. And then you can see these are the tokens for the comets. Okay, and then also the respective cards. An interesting idea. Seems like there is a push your luck element there, or at least, oh, nice art, or at least high risk, high rewards, I should say. So very much looking forward to try this one also. I didn't get a chance to try this one because when I was previewing this, I did the preview for the core game, so I'm very intrigued, I should say. Okay. And then the last thing that I have, these are the Ceres Kickstarter promos, the bag with the Kickstarter promos, sorry. Let's see them. We have Kick-Ass promos rules, additional facilities, synergy facilities, dual facilities, grant facilities, alternative favor tokens, okay, additional cargo spacecraft tiles, okay, because we have quite a few already, but there are some more, corporate agendas, machinery, Trojan asteroids, mega projects, very hard Automa, and some FAQ. So it seems to be a lot of modules here, and I'm sure you can interchange them or mix and match. So that's nice, definitely. And these are the tokens for it. We also have the cards. One more large black cube, okay. 2 decks of cards as parts of the Kick-Ass promos, a nice baggie with the logo of the game, and the nuclear fusion reaction and the 3D printing station. Oh, that's nice. Fuel port station and asteroid base. Okay, so there's a lot of value here, definitely, and I like it. Let's open the cards just for the sake of, since we've seen everything. Let's check the promo cards, Kick-Ass cards, Kickstarter. So additional facilities and additional cards that you can add to your core box components. Very nice art. Really great job here. Wow. Phenomenal. I like the art in the previous sci-fi games, but I think this brings it on a whole new level in my opinion. So well done to the publisher there for this. And also some more settlement project cards and some additional cards here. Okay, cool. So there you have it. These are all the components of the game. I should say a luxurious production. Very much impressed with the final result. I was already impressed with the gameplay, as you've seen from my preview video. So stay tuned for more. This is Ceres from Artipia Games.